All right, let's talk about a piece of tech that's trying to completely upend the way we find information. It's called Perplexity AI, and its whole mission is pretty simple. It wants you to stop searching and just start getting answers. So, how is it going to pull that off?
You know the drill, right? You type a question into a search bar, and what do you get? A wall of blue links. And that's when the real work begins. Clicking, scanning, trying to piece together the info you actually need. Well, Perplexity AI wants to flip that whole experience on its head. You just ask, and you get one single direct answer, almost like you're talking to a personal research assistant.
And this isn't just about making things a little easier. It really is a massive shift in how we deal with information. Think about it. The internet has always been like this giant library. You had to know how to find the right book, the right chapter, the right page. This new way of doing things, it's like having a personal librarian who's already read everything and just tells you what you need to know. It's a total game changer. So what is the magic behind the curtain here? How does this thing actually, think? Let's take a look at the engine that's powering this whole new approach. Okay, so at its core, Perplexity AI is built to understand your questions, just like another person would. It then scans a huge amount of data from the web in real time and puts together a single clear answer. It's not just looking for keywords, it's actually trying to understand your intent and the context of what you're asking. The whole thing really boils down to three key pieces of technology working together. First, you've got natural language processing, or NLP, which is what lets the machine understand human language. Then there's a super complex neural network, which is kind of modeled after the human brain, that sifts through all the data to find important patterns. And finally, advanced language modeling takes all that and generates text that sounds natural and actually makes sense. And when we say complex, we mean it. This underlying structure is basically an artificial brain. It's this incredibly intricate web that allows the AI to go way beyond just spitting out facts. It can actually get the nuance and the context behind what you're asking, which is why the answers feel so much more useful than a simple search. Okay, so that's the tech. But how do you actually use it to get the best possible results? Let's walk through the surprisingly simple journey from your question to a verified answer. The whole workflow is incredibly straightforward. First, you just ask a clear, specific question. And hey, the more specific you are, the better the answer will be. Then the AI gives you that direct, synthesized response we've been talking about. But here's the thing. The most important step happens after you get the answer, and it's what really sets a tool like this apart. And that crucial difference? It's citations. This is huge. Perplexity doesn't just give you an answer from some mysterious black box. It actually shows you its work. It provides numbered sources that link you directly to the articles and websites it used to build the answer. That means you can check the facts for yourself, you can dive deeper, and most importantly, you can actually trust the information you're getting. Now, being able to get trusted, sourced answers this quickly has a massive impact on how people get their work done. This isn't just some cool new toy. It's a serious productivity machine. Let's look at who's really benefiting from this. I mean, the uses for this are incredibly broad. For students and researchers, it's an absolute game changer for doing literature reviews or verifying data. If you're a content creator, it's an amazing partner for brainstorming ideas and fact-checking on the fly. And for professionals in the business world, it's a super fast way to analyze market trends and get a leg up on the competition. And its power goes way beyond just finding information. It can actually help improve your own writing. For instance, say you have some really complex sentences that might lose your reader. It can help you simplify those for better clarity. Or if your ideas feel a little all over the place, it can help you build logical connections to make everything flow smoothly. It can even help with your style, spotting repetitive language and suggesting ways to vary your tone to keep your audience hooked. It's almost like having a personal writing coach on call 24/7. So we've seen what Perplexity AI is and what it can do right now, but what does a tool this powerful mean for the future of information itself? Let's just zoom out for a second and think about the big picture. The future here is really all about integration. Just imagine having this kind of power woven directly into the tools you already use every single day. The hours you normally spend on research, on digging up data points, on summarizing reports, all of that could shrink down to just a few minutes. This isn't about replacing human thinking. It's about automating the grunt work so we can all focus on the bigger, more creative, more strategic problems. But of course, with this kind of power comes a new level of responsibility for all of us who use it. As we bring these tools into our lives, we have to be mindful of the ethics. That means really understanding the data policies of the tools we're using, pushing for transparency, and making sure our privacy is being protected. That responsibility, well, that's on all of us.
And that brings us to one last really powerful idea to think about. For most of human history, progress was defined by the long, difficult search for answers. But what happens in a world where the answers become instantaneous? Our focus can shift. The next great frontier isn't going to be about finding the answers. It's going to be about asking better, deeper, more important questions. The only thing left to figure out is, what new questions will you ask?